Saints Row 2, the tow truck diversion. Okay, this is the only one that I'm not going to make a video of the whole thing. It is ridiculously long, so we're just chiming in right after level 7. So this is going to be 8, but you're basically going to get the gist of how me and my co-op partner did this. In some of the earlier videos, I think the ambulance and maybe the fire truck, I mentioned that with the tow truck diversion, do it and go on.
You send me through the windshield and
Definitely
I
going to
will
make your
not
life
be
a lot
happy.
easier. You can't really play these tow truck diversions the way they want you to, and that's basically go to the destination where the vehicle is, hook it, and then drive it back to the shop. Now, if they had a way for you to repair your vehicle, this would be totally cool, even the way the tow truck acts when it's got a vehicle attached to it. Anybody who's ever done this will know how ridiculously the tow truck handles when you're towing a vehicle. So we came up with this plan. Basically, my co-op partner is going to get that vehicle, and instead of getting the 3 stars when I hook up to it, we're going to take it all the way back to the shop, and he's going to drive that vehicle right behind me. I'm going to hook it right there, and then after we drop the vehicle off, we're going to just drive down to the Forgive and Forget to lose the heat. Now, this has been the only way we've been able to figure out how to do this. And trust me, we've tried every way possible. It's just ridiculous. So, and after several attempts, I'm just like, man, I just want to get my achievement, get these 10 levels of the tow truck and move on. But tow truck,
I'm not paying for it.
do not make it 10 levels doing it regularly. Now, I'm sure it's possible
Anyone
that
else
somebody
want to
down the
play?
road has done this. But anybody who's played this knows how frustrating this can be. And one of the upsides, too, is to wait later in the game, like this particular area is owned by the Saints. So that means that your homies are all around to help whatever they can. At least a distraction from shooting you. Because if you can look at my truck, you can see that I'm being real careful with it, trying not to get any more damage to it, but it's not easy. Hitting other cars, and when a one level starts and they're shooting at you. So another thing is to make sure that you use one of your own tow trucks. I mean, obviously you want to reinforce the tires and the frame and all that, because you're going to need to get as much light as you can. Now, if this is a situation where there's another tow truck around and you can just get in that and continue on with the tow truck, then maybe you can put 2 or 3 in your inventory or something like that, but it doesn't work like that. Basically, the vehicle you start with is the vehicle you have to handle. And so what you're seeing me and my buddy do here is what we did for all the previous levels, trying my best not to damage the truck. But that was itself a pretty lengthy video, just getting up to level 7. So it didn't seem any sense just to put all that in there. I mean, this takes me 10 minutes just to go from level 8 to 10. I got to drive him there, and then he's got to bring the vehicle to me, and then we got to hook it, and then lose the water level. So, it's a pretty lengthy thing. So you can see how much easier.
We get arrested for that. It's on your ass.
I mean, as soon as I hooked up with that, where that vehicle was, I would get that water level. Then I'd have to drive it, with the vehicle being all crazy handling to the destination. And then I can't tell you how many times that I've actually tried, and you get to level 4, 5, 6 or whatever, and your truck just not going to take the damage. And with no way of repairing the truck, you you have to do it like this. It's just, you know, it's ridiculous. I mean, you should be able to repair the truck, drive it in, pay the money, and, you know, continue on, but it's just not an option. So this way, you got a little bit of a fighting chance. I barely make it to the end of 10. I mean, my truck is rough now, but it's going to get rougher. As you can see, I can't get out of the truck. So I have to stay in it, so it's not like I'll park the truck at the shop and use another vehicle, take it back and forth to the destination. That won't work either, so I have to just be careful not to be hitting other vehicles and poles and that kind of thing. Normally we come through here tearing ass and take out poles and hand-rounds or whatever, but this is about getting the tow truck to level 10, so you gotta keep your vehicle up. That is the challenge. See, like 3 stars with a go-ahead.
Oh, you picked the wrong day to mess with it. Watch where you're going.
Like 30-40 minutes, and you know, I tell you, you don't want to have your truck blown up and then start over. So pretty much knew that we couldn't run to the Forgive and Forget, but needed to get away from the truck, let the Brotherhood, my co-op partner, take care of them so I can get back to the truck. I mean, look at it, it's in pretty rough shape, so the last thing I'll do is keep it out with the Brotherhood. So that's where the co-op partner comes into play. There might be a better spot in town to do this, but this one with the Forgive and Forget so close to the shop makes it nice, because you're going to have to come here between every level. So where we're heading to now is the last vehicle, but it's an FBI vehicle, so as soon as you would hook up, you'd have a minimum of 3 or 4 stars. And you can imagine trying to tow that truck back with my truck the shape it is, with taking damage from machine guns and whatever, you know, this would never happen. So send my partner in there to go jack the vehicle and meet me back at the shop. Now, the thing too, I was starting to sweat a little bit is the time. You can see that the clock is getting a little, about a minute here, so I was sweating it a little bit, but I mean, I just drive good here. Cut through the parking lot without hitting anything. So, to do these tow trucks, get your co-op partner to drive the vehicle
That
back
might
to
have
the
been a
shop
bad
here,
idea.
hook it up right there, drive in the market, get down to that Forgive and Forget to lose the heat, and just keep working it. And just remember, your truck life is everything.